Hi, this is Ravi Vide. I am a database architect, and from today onwards I am starting a new YouTube channel, and I will be posting a tutorial on database concept like Pentaho, like Azure Data Factory, and various other technologies including Python. So there will be one tutorial per day from me on my channel. So please subscribe. And today's topic is actually about a basic question that most people get. What is the difference between transformation and job in Pentaho? So in Pentaho, we have both transformations and jobs, and we do many things in transformations. But what is the need of a job? What is the difference? Basically, in transformation, as you know, we transform the data and we load it. We read from it from a source and load it into the external source. We change a lot of things. But why job? The job is required because we can have a full control on the flow of data. There are many occasions where a transformation is not enough. A single transformation is not enough, and we need to have multiple transformations, and this job can execute all these multiple transformations one by one. So that is why we require a job. Basically, in a transformation, a step runs in parallel. All the steps run in parallel. But in job, each transformation runs in a sequential manner. Like if there are 3 transformations, the first one runs. Once that finishes the execution, then the execution moves to the second transformation, then to the third. So we have a flow which is not there in transformation. Since a transformation executes the steps in parallel, whenever the data is available for that particular step, it can cause issues. I will give you some example, and I will explain you in detail with that example. Then you will know why we require a job and what is the difference between a job and a transformation. So this is a basic tutorial basically. I will go to advanced concepts in coming days. So here is my screen. I have created a sample transformation without, it's empty. There is nothing on it. Now I will use one CSV file input as my source, and I am loading one file which is a data extension file, because although it is a CSV file input, we can load any file with any extension, but the data should be in comma separated format. So this is the file that I'm loading. If you want to see the file, this is the file. So this has simply 3 fields, 3 columns, like serial number, username, and address. So I'm going to get the fields. Now it will try to guess the field names, and it will try to assign the data types. And since there is no header field in the comma separated file, it is picking the first row as the field name. So instead of that, we will change it, serial number. Okay, we'll keep it integer, number otherwise. And next one is username. Basically the database table I will show it to you quickly. So this is the table I created. Pentaho practice, serial number, username, and address. These three are the columns. Now I will go back to Pentaho. We need not mention the same database column name here. We can have a different name. Let me keep it as name, and let me keep it as string, and let me keep it as city. I'm not going to touch any other things because they are looking fine. Now I will uncheck header row present. If you don't uncheck, the first row will not be inserted into the database. So it has to be unchecked, because the first row is not a header, it's actually a data row. Now this is fine. Our CSV file input is ready. Now I'm going to load this data into a Oracle table. So I'm dragging this table output here, and I am going to shift to drag, and I'm going to select this main output of step. Now this table output, this is my connection. I already configured the connection to a Oracle database that I have, and I am going to mention the target table, which is Pentaho practice. It is my target table name. Since my database is staying at a long distance from here, it is taking some time. Pentaho practice is the table name. Now I need to mention the database fields. I have clicked on this database fields tab. I need to click on the specified database fields, otherwise I cannot get click on this get fields. It is inactive. Now I can click on get fields because it is active now. Now you can see these are the table fields and these are the stream fields. These table fields were assumed by Pentaho. We need to correct that because it is SNO is right, but the column name is not name, it is username. Okay, and this is not city, this is address. The case, it is not case sensitive, so you can keep any case. Address, city. Okay, now I am clicking OK. Now this will load the data. This is a simple transformation. I am executing this. I am saving it and executing it. So it is executing. Okay, the transformation has been finished. So if we go to the database and if you check this, we have this 7 record. So the data got loaded. Now let us come back to this place. Now see, this is a simple data insert. Now what if we want to delete the data before inserting? So basically we need to make sure that the data in the CSV file has to be deleted before inserting. So that is the reason why we need to use this delete statement here. So we have this delete and we will mention the table. Pentaho practice is the table name. Now let us get the fields. Now we don't have to check for name and city, basically for address and all. So I am deleting these two. So wherever the SNO from the CSV file matches with the SNO of the table, this is the stream field from the CSV. This is the table column name. If they're going to match, then the data will be deleted. So basically before inserting, we are deleting the data. I clicked on OK. Now if we execute, let me delete the data first so that you will know that this data is getting deleted and then getting inserted. Okay, now everything got deleted. If I'm selecting it, nothing is there. Now I am executing the transformation. It has executed and this is expected. The data should be there in the database. If you see, it's there. All the 7 records are there. Now this is as expected. This is working fine. Everything is fine and nice, but there is one issue here. Since the steps here, this delete and insert into the table, they both run parallelly. This is not good. Since we have only 7 records in our CSV, this is fine. But if, let's say, if there are 25,000 or 30,000 records, then you are keeping both delete and insert happening at the same time, which is not right. Whenever you are inserting any data into any database table, you need to first delete and then insert. But here you are actually doing both at once. For example, the commit size, if you see here, it is 100. So for it insert 100 records, then it does a commit, and parallelly its output. This is actually inserting 1000 records, and it will then commit. So that will delete and commit, and it's inserting and commit, but both are happening at the same time, which is not right. So here what you need to do, you need to keep this delete in a separate transformation, and you need to keep this insert in a separate transformation. So I will cut this table insert and I will keep it in a separate transformation. I created this empty transformation just a while ago. So here I removed that, but I need to pass that data. So I need to keep a copy roast result here. Okay, and I will shift drag. Now this is done, and then here get rows from result. Now this is also done, which is already there, which is because we copied and pasted. So this is there, right? So we have our two transformations ready. One transformation loads the data into Oracle database, and the other transformation deletes the data. Now we need to have a job. This is the job I created. This is an empty job. Now you can create the job like file new job, file new transformation, so and file new database connection. So these three are the ones that you can create in Pentaho. So now the job, you can create this job, and then you have to execute those two transformations within this job. Now I will, job starts with a start button because this is the starting point, and this is the transformation. Since we have two transformations, I'm dragging two here, and let us end our job with a success here. Now shift drag, shift drag. Okay, now this transformation, let us select this one. Okay, this is what it is doing. It is actually deleting the data. So this is the transformation name, and for this we will select the second transformation, which is inserting the data. So this is the one. So this is the transformation name, and okay. Now we will execute this. Before executing it, let me delete the data once again. Okay, there is no data available. Now let me execute this job. Job is getting executed. If you can see this hourglass here, so it's deleting, and it's now hourglass is here, so it is updating, inserting. Now let us wait for the success. Yes, now it got executed. Now if you go and check here, data must be there, 7 rows. Yes, all the data got inserted. So as you can see here, with this kind of a job where you are calling these two transformations, one for delete and one for insert, you have a better control on the flow, and this is where you definitely need a job. And also when you are scheduling, you schedule a job, not exactly transformation. So for this purpose, job is required, and that's why we use jobs. And that is the basic difference between job and a transformation. In a transformation, you are limited for certain operations, but you will definitely need multiple transformations executed in a sequential manner in order to achieve lots of your ETL functionalities. So for that purpose, you definitely need a job, and that is the difference between a job and a transformation. So this is my first tutorial. I will catch you on a daily basis. I will post one tutorial per day from today onwards. Thank you so much. Bye bye.